So there's another aspect of stress that I want to talk about that we don't often think about or even really connect with stress, and that's distortion. So often we're consumed by the fact that we don't feel well, feel overwhelmed, triggered, have health problems. Distortion is something that kind of goes under the radar. And it's only when you start to consciously connect, to reconnect where stress has had that effect of disconnecting you, that you start to see the level of distortion. And this impacts every area of life, not least how you relate to yourself, because that stress has had the effect of disconnecting you from who you truly are. And the stress that you've experienced, usually starting very early on in childhood, has created a distortion in your ability to perceive, to be able to perceive what is true, to be able to perceive what is true for you through what you're feeling, but also to be able to see yourself clearly. And the distortion comes from lack that is passed on generation to generation. The conditioning that says you're not enough, the conditioning that says you must fit in, or that you need to meet expectations, or that in some way that there's something wrong with the way that you are, the true nature of who you are, that there's something wrong with that. And there's the distortion. And it's only when we start to consciously reconnect to what we're feeling, to what we're experiencing moment by moment, and to create enough space as we learn to heal the stress and to understand where that stress first started. And it has nothing to do with who you are or anything you might be doing or not doing, whether you're doing something wrong. The distortion didn't only start early on in your childhood, it started many, many generations before you. And it's this distortion that is caused by stress and the disconnect and the conditioning and the way that we're brought up in families that are already in that distortion created by stress and has been perpetuated by stress, that it starts to affect every area of our life, our well-being, our mental, emotional well-being, our physical health, our financial well-being, our well-being in relationship, our ability to create healthy relationships, whether it's in family, work, our personal life, and our ability to create a life of personal meaning and fulfillment. Because it's the distortion created by stress that prevents us from seeing things clearly, prevents us from seeing our true nature, the true nature of things. And again, it's in that conscious connection of being consciously connected to our experience in the body, to what we're feeling, to be able to see the distortion that the mind might be bringing in, and conditioning and story and narrative, the way that we've learned to see ourselves through the eyes of others, who may have also been most likely in a distorted sense of self. And so it continues. And so this conscious connection is so important. Not only is it going to help you heal stress for good, it's going to help you see clearly, to discern what is truth, and only you can know what is true for you. It is in this conscious connection that the truth will set you free. It will bring you back to the truth of who you are, have always been, without the distortion that stress has created from a very early age, and that was probably inherent in your family for many generations before. So it really is the truth that will set you free. As you consciously connect and start to see things clearly, start to understand what your life is, your experience, your very unique experience of life is, without the mental and emotional overwhelm, without the intense physical discomfort that is part of the experience of stress. But more importantly, it will help you see clearly. It will help you see yourself for who you are, your true nature. And you'll be able to say, this is not who I am. This stress is not my truth. You'll be able to see the origin clearly. You'll be able to see the patterns that you've been in. And then you'll be able to see that you have choice. And you can shift out of lack of any idea that you don't have power. The truth will set you free. And this is what is so beautiful about this healing process. Not only will it heal stress in every way, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and it will restore your well-being in every sense. It will free you to create a life of meaning, of personal meaning, reflecting who you are at your core. And it's in this way that the truth will set you free, in this conscious connection, as you learn how to heal stress for good. Okay. So as always, I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, please do ask me in the comments. And again, I share this in a 6-week healing process, the Alchemy of Stress, and all the details are in the description box below. Okay, so thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next post.